Vampire Diaries. Oh, I'm sorry. Legacies. The spinoff from the originals, which was the spinoff from the Vampire Diaries. So, this show, I mean, people are probably thinking, yes, finally, we missed the originals, so his daughter is now taking his place and she's gonna live up to all his expectations and his legacy. I mean, for God's sakes, the show is called Legacies, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're probably going to think that it's going to be this amazing show. However, it does not stand up or meet any type of expectations from the viewers. I mean, Hope, she's supposed to be very powerful. Now, the character, her looks are great. She looks like she could actually be Klaus's daughter, but I don't understand her role. I mean, she's supposed to be a tribute, but you don't even see her turn into a vampire. She has I mean, she's lost everything. So you're going to think that she's going to be more angry than she actually is, and maybe that's because the actress hasn't gotten into that angry mode yet, or maybe it's because the writer just hasn't written it that way. But I would just expect so much more from Hope's character. Like, I would expect for her to be this badass. I would expect for her to be this angry girl who has lost everything, her father, her mother, her family. And then another thing is that her aunt is standing around, but we barely ever see her come into the picture at all. I mean, it was just one episode, and I get that the person who plays Klaus, Joseph Morgan, does not want to be in the show, and rightfully so, but I feel like the show deserves a little bit more, and right now it's just not giving everything that it asks for. Now this last episode that just aired recently, it was bizarre. I mean, you had her go into this prison world, and it kind of seemed like she was either in the world of Jason or Michael. I mean, this show drags on a little too much with the fairy tales. It's just so weird. It just seems too laughable, too comical. It just doesn't seem as real as the Vampire Diaries has been. Now, you have the two guys in the black back, the two boys, which is MJ and gosh, I forget his name, but he has the dreads. Now, they're supposed to be like brothers, kind of. But then also, Landon is supposed to be like brothers with the other guy in the back standing next to the guy with the dreads on the left. And I don't know if they're trying to like fill some type of Elijah and Klaus or Damon and Stefan type of thing. And you see, I can remember their names, but I can't remember these new people. I just can't. I mean, I would have to like Google their names because it's so easy to forget. I know Lizzie and I know her sister Josie, and I know Lark. But it's hard to even remember some of the characters' names because they're so unimportant. And back to MJ and the other guy, they're supposed to be building some type of, they're like brothers, and then you have Landon and the other guy in the back on the left who are supposed to be like brothers, and they're supposed to be like, I don't know, a Klaus and Elijah or Damon and Stefan kind of bond thing, but it's not. I mean, you have Landon and his brother, supposedly liking Hope. It's not. This is not Elena. This is a new story. Stop. I mean, what is she doing? I don't even understand the writer anymore. Like, I really loved her for Vampire Diaries and the originals. It was amazing. Love it. I can actually rewatch this. Legacies, I'm struggling to watch if I am going to rewatch it. I mean, it's really bad. I mean, maybe if she had made it a completely different show, and then maybe people can like it, but I feel like she's trying to live up to that legacy, and it's not working, and it's not coming through. I mean, you have these monsters coming in the world, and it doesn't even seem real. The characters that are the monsters aren't really even monsters. I mean, there's nothing scary going on, there's nothing mystical going on in Mystic Falls. It just seems lame. It seems lame, and Julie Peck needs to either rewrite this whole story and make it something amazing, or try to bring Klaus back and just make it about him, Hope, and maybe like the people in this picture can just stay in the back, because it's not a good show. It's not. I'm watching it because I want it to live up to that legacy. I want it to be a good show, but it's not. And Landon, he's very misunderstood. I think that his character is coming out a little bit more now, so it's making it a little bit more interesting. Josie turned dark, which made the show a bit more interesting. But would be more interesting is if Hope turned dark. I mean, she has a dark side of her that has yet to been open. I mean, she's a vampire, for God's sake, and she's Klaus's daughter. Make her angry. Make her this badass. Make her like Klaus. If you're not gonna bring Klaus back, make her like Klaus. I'm just getting upset, and I don't want to drag on, but I guess I'll upload a little bit more of my opinion on this show, because it either needs to be canceled, rebooted, or just rewritten completely. I'm done.